The news unfolding around the NFL coaching cycle right now might seem, at first glance, like just another routine update buried among interviews and front office chatter. But if you're a Cowboys fan, and if you truly understand the weight of this franchise, you know this moment deserves more attention than that. Because this isn't just about filling a coaching vacancy. This is about direction. This is about urgency. And this is about whether the Dallas Cowboys are prepared to confront uncomfortable truths about their defense. The Cowboys are in the market for a new defensive coordinator. That fact alone already tells us something meaningful. Teams that believe they're close to a championship don't casually reshuffle leadership on one side of the ball. They do it when confidence has eroded, when performance hasn't aligned with investment, and when trust, quietly or publicly, has been shaken. And now, suddenly, a name with real weight enters the conversation. Brian Flores. Flores is no fringe candidate. He's not an assistant learning on the job. He's not a trendy schematic experiment. He's a proven defensive mind who just finished a 2-year run as defensive coordinator of the Minnesota Vikings, where his defenses consistently ranked near the top of the league in advanced metrics like EPA per play. That matters because EPA strips away emotion and reputation and focuses on efficiency, consistency, and real impact. The expectation around the league was straightforward. Flores would either land another head coaching opportunity, or Minnesota would lock him down and keep one of the league's most effective defensive architects in place. That assumption felt logical, comfortable, predictable. Then came the twist. Flores accepted an in-person interview with the Washington Commanders for their defensive coordinator position. And that single development changed everything. Because Washington's defense wasn't just bad. It ranked 31st in EPA per play. Dallas, for context, ranked 30th. That's not a gap. That's the same neighborhood. And yet, Flores was willing to listen. Willing to engage. Willing to explore a situation that, on paper, offers no immediate upgrade in defensive talent or recent results. That tells me something important. It tells me Flores is open-minded. It tells me he's not strictly chasing perfect conditions. And it tells me that any team searching for a defensive leader, especially one with Dallas profile, has no excuse not to make contact. Before I go any deeper, let me introduce myself clearly. I'm Carlos Eduardo, and I'm speaking to Cowboys fans not as a rumor chaser or headline repeater, but as an analyst who understands the culture, the history, and the pressure that come with this franchise. I'm here to break this down honestly, separating what we know from what we think, and facts from opinion. Because if I'm being honest with Cowboys fans, this situation exposes a deeper tension within the organization. The Dallas Cowboys are America's team. That phrase isn't just marketing. It's legacy. It's expectation. It's decades of dominance, relevance, and national attention. From the discipline and innovation of Tom Landry, to the calm leadership of Roger Staubach, to the dynasty years powered by Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin, this franchise built its identity on excellence, not comfort. And that's why moments like this matter. From my perspective, the Cowboys cannot approach the defensive coordinator search as a box-checking exercise. They can't simply interview names to say they did their due diligence. They have to ask a harder question. Who actually changes the trajectory of this defense? When I look at the current roster, I don't see a talent wasteland. I see elite pieces that have been inconsistently deployed. Micah Parsons is one of the most disruptive defenders in the NFL, capable of wrecking game plans when used creatively. Trayvon Diggs, when healthy, alters quarterback behavior simply by existing on the field. Those are foundational players. But talent without structure leads to volatility. And volatility is exactly what Cowboys fans have endured. One week, the defense looks fast and suffocating. The next, it collapses under pressure, fails to get off the field, or breaks down in critical moments. That inconsistency is coaching. That's identity. That's preparation. This is where Flores' resume stands out. What I see from Flores-led defenses is adaptability. He's willing to disguise pressure, shift alignments, and force quarterbacks to diagnose post-snap instead of pre-snap. His defenses don't rely solely on star power. They rely on confusion, discipline, and aggression applied with intelligence. Now, let's be very clear about the obstacle Dallas faces. If I'm Brian Flores, I'm thinking about my career arc. I want to be a head coach again. Taking over a defense that needs retooling could be seen as a risk, especially when I already have success on my resume. That's a valid concern. But here's where context matters. Flores' willingness to interview with Washington tells me he's evaluating situations beyond surface-level rankings. It suggests he's considering factors like organizational alignment, leadership structure, and opportunity for impact. And when you compare Washington and Dallas honestly, Dallas offers more national visibility, more star power, and more immediate upside. That's why, in my opinion, this isn't optional for the Cowboys. If Jerry Jones is serious about maximizing the remaining window of this core, he has to make the call. Repeatedly. Respectfully. Convincingly. Even if the answer ends up being no. Because what sends the wrong message isn't rejection. It's hesitation. Cowboys fans have lived through too many seasons where ambition stopped short of execution. Too many years where talent existed, but cohesion didn't. Where Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb did their part offensively, only for defensive lapses to undo progress when margins were thin. And all of this plays out under the brightest lights in football, inside AT&TStadium, where expectations are magnified and patience is limited. Add to that the pressure of the NFC East. The rivalries. The constant measuring stick against division opponents who would love nothing more than to knock Dallas down a peg. This division doesn't allow complacency. It punishes it. So when I step back and look at the bigger picture, I don't see this as a story about Brian Flores alone. I see it as a referendum on how the Cowboys view themselves right now. Are they a team content to tinker around the edges? Or are they a franchise willing to challenge itself, even if that means inviting a demanding, intense, accountability-driven coach into the building? There's reason to believe Flores could return to Minnesota. There's reason to believe financial considerations won't be the deciding factor. And there's reason to believe Dallas may never formally interview him. All of that remains possible. But from my perspective, the bare minimum is effort. Because Cowboys fans don't just want hope. They want seriousness. They want clarity. They want actions that reflect the history on the walls and the star on the helmet. Whether Brian Flores ends up in Dallas or not, this moment will reveal something fundamental about the Cowboys' mindset. And that, more than any rumor or report, is what truly matters.